Very good, but down significantly, Charles, from his MVP season a year ago.
Yeah, yards per attempt, yards per completion, quarterback rating all down, as you said, significantly. But still a season that most people would be very happy with. 20 touchdown passes, just 12 interceptions. The problem is he set the bar so high the year before with 38 and 7. So we know what Matt Ryan's capable of, and he'll be looking to get back to that level in 2018.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held.
Offense.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty. But it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Second down, Ryan. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Michael Kendricks. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Well, there was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So the sack pushes him back, and now third and long for Ryan and the Falcons. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. Going for the deep ball. Jones breaking from the contact. So they took a shot there on third down. Couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Here's Matt Bosher now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taking it about the 36. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back to the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP. 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
Now it's Ajayi. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
They run with Ajayi. And after the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space, taken down right at the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. This is Ajayi. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Ajayi with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run by Ajayi. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl. But third MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
He go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999, where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
And he still has 5. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And this one complete to Levine Toilolo. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Fletcher Cox in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On second down, Freeman. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
But forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Play action. It's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Eagles will have it taking over first and 10. A chance for us now to discuss Jay Ajayi. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll begin the drive with Ajayi. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Alshon Jeffery. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffery, 50 yards. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good as that is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
And it is now 21-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. Falcons taking over on offense in just a second, and you know this year ended in disappointing fashion. Now, last year was the ultimate version of heartbreak, but if you're a Falcon fan, was this one was tough to swallow as well, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because let's be honest about it. Losing in the Super Bowl, I don't care how you lose, you were in the Super Bowl, you were playing for it all. This team was supposed to be as good or better. Ultimately ended up 10-6, found their way in the playoffs, but didn't get the deep run as they had the year before. So you're exactly right. For Falcons fans, that's a tough one. But this is a team that's built to be good for a long time.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Freeman again. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. And here are the Falcon offensive starters.
It's real easy to express how much you love about Julio Jones' game, because when you watch him perform, you see a little bit of everything. You see speed, you see strength, you see the power with the run after catch. But what you don't see is the work he puts in during the week, and you also don't see this. A #1 receiver, one of the best in the league, that doesn't act like a diva.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A Falcon first down. Ryan to his young tight end, Hooper.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Michael Kendricks in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a third and long situation coming up. Here are the starters on defense for the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles.
How about a quick look back at 2017 and how they got to the Super Bowl? The defensive side contributed greatly. Fletcher Cox at defensive tackle, Malcolm Jenkins at safety, Brandon Graham defensive end. They were established guys, but they picked up Chris Long last year in free agency. How about Jalen Mills emerging at cornerback, traded for Ronald Darby, and Nigel Bradham stepped in when Jordan Hicks got hurt and really did a bang-up job in the middle.
Third and long, it's Ryan. And an alley to run. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to make it fourth down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents.
Black 22! Black 22! Watch 9.
Play clock winding down. Here's a handoff to a Giant to begin the drive. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stops short of the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, this run defense gets an F so far. They're letting this guy carve them to shreds in the first quarter of play. He's already hit the 100-yard mark.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8.
Watch that in. Watch that in. That is right. That is right. Hey, hey, hey.
Here's Ajayi. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. The play clock's running down. Here's Foles. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Give them 27 yards that time. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Looking to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffery with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
So that drive spanned 5 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. It's player spotlight time, and we focus that spotlight on the quarterback, Matt Ryan. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On second down, here's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third and a few inches. Ryan now off the bootleg. And that is incomplete.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is taken at about the 14. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jay Ajayi works his way back onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll hit Jeffery complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
To throw now on first down. It's brought in by Jeffery. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffery on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles are pouring it on. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Elliott now to add the extra point. They'll need to get the play off quickly.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Elliott now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Justin Hardy. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Heading back onto the field, here's a look at Devontae Freeman now. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
That pick-6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Well, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down. I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Michael Kendricks bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Oh, shifty! Whoa! So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now LeGarrette Blount gets set to go again on offense. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
First and goal from the 5.
Right. Start right here. Start on the right. Start on the right. Down. Flag 22. Hey. Flag 22.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Jay Ajayi on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles continue to roll. And this is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Play clock winding down. Elliott on for the extra point.
Delay of game. Offense.
So that'll back him up 5. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Elliott now to kick this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
To throw is Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. crowd. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Foles. And it's complete to Jeffery. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now Foles. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Deion Jones leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. His throw incomplete. Alshon Jeffery, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw here. Gonna look deep for Jeffery. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Pass interference. Defense.
And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
1st and goal from the 1 as they look to punch it in. They'll try to run with a J. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Jay Ajayi on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles are pouring it on. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And the route is on here in this first half. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run by Jay Ajayi. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. On second down, Ryan. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Fletcher Cox in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Michael Kendricks in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at the 43. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
Look at those stick skills. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Eagles will take over here in just a second on offense. And Charles, as you look back to the Super Bowl title run that they just had, what were some of the moves that made that possible?
I'll keep it on the offensive side of the ball because I thought their front office did a fantastic job of having answers in case things happen. Carson Wentz goes out. Well, they had signed Nick Foles to back him up. That worked out pretty well. Getting Alshon Jeffery as a weapon outside to help them in the passing game. Darren Sproles gets hurt at running back. Corey Clement was signed as an undrafted free agent. He filled in well, and they traded for Jay Ajayi. And how about Jason Peters losing the...
This is taken in by Jeffery. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffery on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles continue to roll. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. They've been faced with a tough test today here. Crowd's been really good. They're struggling. He's struggling. We'll see if they can pick things up.
And the crowd has had an impact, and they feel good about that because he's not playing very well, not getting the ball to the right places, not doing things he normally does. He's got to find a way to turn it around against this hostile group.
Yeah, because on the road, don't you look to your quarterback a lot?
You have to, because you certainly can't look to the crowd to help you. They're there to be against you, so your quarterback has to lead you, and the best way he can do it is to play well.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. A handoff. Devontae Freeman. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a third and long. 3rd and 15 to be exact.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
This is fielded at the 27.
Whoosh.
A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. All right, time for us now to discuss Alshon Jeffery. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the second quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done, and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This is taken in by Jeffery. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffery, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are pouring it on. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Getting set to go again on offense. We get a peek at Julio Jones now. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, We're just taking what the defense is giving us. But sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game.
Double tight, guys, double tight. You got 4. Ready? You got 4.
They go play action here on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
Yeah, I think you're right, partner. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
Here's Matt Bosher now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's pulled in at the 32. Look at the spin.
Balance.
12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Alshon Jeffery working his way back out there now to help lead this offense. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the 2nd quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you always want to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things? But the best players show up each and every week, solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffery, 55 yards. And the Eagles continue to roll.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And the route is on here in this first half. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now let's discuss Julio Jones. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Something to get him the ball. We'll see if they can do it. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And now it's second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. This will be caught inside the 10.
Holding offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And finding the tight end Hooper. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw again is Ryan. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
So on 4th down, off goes Matt Ryan, and on is another Matt Bryant. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up alive. He's got daylight. The 40. The 30, 10, touchdown Eagles. Elliott on for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. 2nd and 2 coming up. Ajayi is able to get clear of everybody. And this fine play drive goes for a touchdown as they take a 7-0 lead. Eagles with the ball, end of the first. Jeffrey's got the catch here, and that goes as a 50-yard touchdown. As they go up here at 21-0. Now 1st and 10. Jeffrey's got the reception, and this will go all the way for a touchdown. Eagles push the lead to 28. 1st and 10. The catch is made in double coverage, and this goes 36 yards for the score. The blowout is on. Now 1st and 10. Ryan's got to rush the throw, and it's intercepted. Mills is going to turn it around for a TD as they continue to dominate. To late in the second. Here the pass goes into the end zone and ends up working for a touchdown. Eagles in a shootout. Staying late in the half. Quick pass and he finds Alshon Jeffery. He gone. What a first half it's been. Still late in the first half. Quick pass and completion is made here, and he'll be tackled at the 31-yard line.
Okay, Larry, a fairly one-sided first half as we get set to go in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. Now Ryan. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He finds Coleman. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I think of Tevin Coleman as a really good combo back. He can run it, but in terms of being a 3rd down back, I think he ranks with the best in the league.
So good at leaking out of the backfield. Ryan finding him there for the Falcons first. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down, here's Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
From the shotgun, Ryan connects with Sanu right side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Here's Matt Bosher now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. He'll return it from the 6. Fighting through. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. All right, time for us now to discuss Alshon Jeffery. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. The play clock's running down. Here's Foles. Jeffery reels it in over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now back to throw. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Time running out here on the play clock.
Back 22. Back 22.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still 3rd down.
The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Burton. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Pass interference, defense.
So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. He'll drop to throw. Jeffery with a catch left side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. fresh set of downs here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Foles. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.
Pass interference. Defense.
Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
A fresh set of downs, and they're at the one. First and goal. Play clock winding down.
Delay of game. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still first down.
So the offense has it, 6-yard line, first and goal.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Now Foles. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffery from 6 yards away. And the Eagles are pouring it on. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record. 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes, someone delivering it accurately, offensive line giving them time to throw the ball. A true team record, but he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
The play clock's running down. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Delay of game. Offense.
So that one will be accepted. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a play fake here on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from tilting the rock that much.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Another carry for the workhorse tonight. Freeman. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Alshon Jeffery working his way back out there now to help lead this offense. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, you're a former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays. So let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
Time running out here on the play clock.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Still 1st down.
Looking to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. And they just did not get the snap away in time.
Still second down.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on them.
Delay of game, offense.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Still second down.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Grady Jarrett busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Back to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved.
Yeah.
You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
Play clock winding down. And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway.
Delay of game, offense.
They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Here's Donnie Jones now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. The play clock's running down. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Here's Donnie Jones now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Time running out here on the play clock. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Delay of game, offense.
Here's Donnie Jones now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down following the run. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Third down now following the run. Ryan now off the bootleg. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Here's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now Ryan on second down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
He's got it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. So they're on the 5-yard line here, second down and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on third and goal. They'll try and run. Freeman. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Another stop on third down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
So on fourth down, off goes Matt Ryan, and on is another Matt Bryant. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, I guess we're at the stage here where they wouldn't say no to any points, but I don't think field goals are what they're looking for here in the second half.
I don't either, Brandon. When you're down as much as they are, that's the sign of a head coach waving the white flag to me.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Oh, look at the juke. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Nelson Aguilar, 98 yards. And the Eagles continue to roll. Well, they're just having fun. I mean, they are clicking on every single cylinder, offense, defense, and here, special teams.
And how about the extension of the lead? This one felt a lot like, remember Seattle-Denver Super Bowl 48? Percy Harvin to start the second half. Seattle was already firmly in control. Now, they feel like they can't be caught.
Yeah, they are firmly in control right now. They'll need to get the play off quickly.
Delay of game, offense.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. What an explosive kickoff return from the 2 all the way to the end zone. A 98-yard return for 6. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be taken short. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. And here now come the Falcons. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed.
Super toe.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On 2nd down, Ryan throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
The well-executed slant routes are based on timing, and that one was hit just right. Ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, right to the receiver. He catches it on the run, and you saw the end result. Big-time run after catch. They love those rack yards.
Double tight. 4 down.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Looking for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 29 yards. And the Falcons claw one back. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And welcome back. We are in the city of... Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.
Feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.